All right, what is going on, everybody? And as you can see, this is our first, well, story time video. And let me move that out the way right there. Our first story time video, and I know I said in one of the previous video that I've done yesterday that, it is going to be my last video, for a while on this channel. And I just want to briefly, touch on that. And again, why? So it's going to be my last video here, for a while on the Cheddar Terry 931 channel. And it is a political, which is politics, a woke channel, which is being awoke fit mentally and spiritually and growing beyond your expectations from what society expects from you or where they place you at. And going in again, not just on this channel, but on my entertainment channel, which is Jazzy Entertainment. And for both of these channels, it's the same thing. On this channel, I'm not too certain how many videos I got. Probably not that many. I got 7 subscribers, which is good. But I do want to get, and the reason why I'm taking a break, from this channel as well, is the same reason on the other channel. I got too many videos. It's hard for people to keep up. Because of that, I want the views to catch up. I want to get views, and see if I can get people subscribed to the channel. The same thing with my Jazzy Entertainment channel. With that channel, it's all over the place. It really is, because I don't know where I'm going with that channel, and I had that for quite some time. It is a mixture of place. It is everywhere like bird shit on that channel. There's topics like these that I do on this channel, beefs, music that I do, vlogging, exploring, so that's 5 things, collection videos, update collection videos that I do, what else, man, DIYs at times that I do on that channel, what else, gaming on that channel. So about 9 different things on that channel. And again, it is constantly, all over the place. And me not knowing where I'm going with that channel, and I may never know. I tried, cleaning it up not long ago. And, I got 20 subscribers. I got at least 500, maybe 600 something videos. And the problem is, because of that, there's no views on hardly any of those videos, or no views at all. So I'm taking a longer break from that channel, than this channel right here, because I want, views at the most to catch up. On my entertainment channel, for people to discover it. And if they like the channel, they can subscribe to it. Even going on from that, if you guys like the content that you guys see on this channel and also my entertainment channel, and if you guys feel like, hey, I think you may need to step up on some things, we'll try to get some better equipment for stuff, let me know. And if you guys would like to help with that, you guys can donate to my PayPal. You guys don't have to donate a lot. 25 cents, $1, $5 will do, when that builds up. So if you guys would like, to help me, get better equipment, step up some things, what you guys, like from me, donate to the PayPal, man. Again, you guys don't have to donate much, but, I will be taking a break, from this channel after this video. And again, an even longer break from my entertainment channel. And I even said, I will be doing stories, on this channel that has to do with, with my experience, things that I've seen and done and stuff around me that, made me learn some things, the hard way, and what you guys can, also learn from that as well, and to help, one grow. So, with that being said, let's get on to the video. So, my fashion years, and as you see by the thumbnail, I have a bag right here. And I've previously just found this bag, and throughout my middle school years, from late 7th grade years to eighth grade years, and then my freshman year in, high school. And then once we had something called the dress code, I'm 28 years old now, so this should give you, an idea, how long, that really was. And it was a long time ago, it was just, wow, where did time go? And when I tried, stepping up my game, I used to love color coordinating, matching my clothes. And one thing that I really decided to do different from everyone else, I had some decent shoes, not too many. I wouldn't get a lot of shoes till, my senior year, obviously, in high school. But with what I had, I decided, what can I do? How can I make the shoes match with what I got on with my outfit for whatever? And I got into the shoelace game, and I would be matching shoelaces with going from, the color of the shirt first, then going into, the pants, and figured out, what kind of shoelaces, can I put with this to really, make it hold together. And sometimes, ooh, shit, this one's coming apart like crazy. Wow. To really hold it together to make it say, mm. And throughout the years, I'm gonna be honest with you. Well, let me get this string on tight. There we go. People a little bit later on, try to really copy, off me. And I appreciated that. Now I appreciate it. Back then, I'm like, okay, just remember who started the trend. Just remember who started this trend. So, I would always, really try to do that, be the most fashionable, and where I come from, in my era, now today's fashion, everything's I guess the word fitted, if that's fitted. Then it was about, the heavy clothing, the baggy style, heavy designs, nice designs, and not everything had to be street, fashion. You know, just most of what I had a mixture of different fashions actually. Going in, to my ears, and even now, like I've brought up around a mixture of people from different walks of life, and even going from what I said before about culture in one of my previous, little bit of a couple months older video that you guys can find on this channel called "What is the True Meaning of the Word Culture?" And I even talk about fashion. So you would have the hip hop, pop, goth, emo rock style, um, jock, like sports style, jocks, people that play sports, um, dress up, like where you look nice, not too heavy in a three-piece suit type of deal, nothing like that. Just dress up, look nice type of deal, and then casual, which is a good nice shirt, some pants, shorts, and shoes, and polo. But me, when the polo thing hit, I didn't really care for polos. Now I mainly preferred the button-up shirts with the short sleeves myself, but I really felt like the button-up game for me was a bit better than the polo stuff. And sometimes I had to not all of my clothes came from. Well, I gotta be honest, I couldn't afford mall clothing at the time, so a lot of my styles would come from Walmart, whatever it is that I could get and grab. And I even had a good friend, name of Jay, who would look out for me, and he would honestly give me some of his clothes, looked out for me, and there were times where he would go out his way to, buy me a couple of outfits, name brand. So, and I miss him a lot. I do. What happened to him was pretty fucked up later on in his life. And, there'll honestly be no way that I would ever pay him back for a lot of stuff he did for me. And he's not dead. It's just he has some trust issues right now, man. And Jay, if you see this video, man, thank you for a lot, man, because you really looked out. You were there. You made sure I try to have some nice things, man. And I know there'll be no way in hell I could ever pay you back for everything. And man, thanks. Um, Going on from there for me as well. There were just a lot of styles, and then you just had, the casual, quiet style. Times where you just didn't want to stick out. So you would have quite a lot of that. At least with me, there was. My younger years, to be exact, like, oh god, my way younger years, which was the '90s and the style from there, which TV betrayed it for high school students. For those that weren't in high school at the time, were really in elementary years, like myself, would be tank top style shirts, casual shorts, a pop type hat, and light up shoes or sandal shoes, man. Um, it would also be I can't remember the exact brand of the name of these shorts slash pants. There would be pants that would turn into shorts, and I liked them. That's some of my favorite stuff. I used to wear. I had at least a beige and I think a black pair, and I loved it. I really did. They even had the cargo pockets on them, and things out of that nature. And that's how a lot of the style would, really be for me. Then um you would have the tech deck dude shirts. Now, I don't know how many remember the actual design of tech deck dudes. This is before they came the finger characters. This was before they became the finger like characters. They were actually designed like kids next door characters. If anybody remembers that cartoon, that's how they looked like. Except you couldn't see their eyes. Sometimes you could, sometimes you couldn't. Sometimes they would have the beanie cap over their eyes. They would have the skateboarder type pair. Sometimes they would have like the Dragon Ball Z ish type pair going on, and the graffiti hats with the baggy clothes, and they would be on the shirts. And I actually have one picture packed away with me with one of those shirts on, and I had about quite a few of them, to be exact. Quite a few of them. And speaking of that, one of the main fashion things that people would try to really get, was the Dragon Ball Z stuff, the Dragon Ball Z shirts. And I never did have a Dragon Ball Z shirt till later on in my life, which would be where I am now. And yeah, I have at least two of them. That's about it. But I did have some Dragon Ball Z shorts, two pairs, and no one really had. And I found them Kmart, man. Yeah, Kmart. I don't know how many people really know or remember what Kmart was. Kmart was really the poor man's Walmart. From there, it was backpacks. Yeah. It actually, it was backpacks. When some of the main backpack fashions that were really popular at the time were Batman, Spider-Man, Men in Black, and the backpacks were a lot more bigger. then a lot more bigger. Um, Not to, the Batman shirts didn't really come into play till really later on in a lot of our lives, honestly, like way later on. So can't, not right, can't really speak too much on that because there's not really much, to be honest, to say. But I did have a lot of my fashions. Like, wow, today's fashion, was fitted, and the thing is, I can't do fitted like that, and it's meant for today's kids and everything like that. To me being an older person, I try to take care of myself, try to stay in shape, but sometimes over time, your body does begin to blow up, and fitted just ain't gonna work. So, I like to have room and be comfortable. And one thing about men, that I think ladies should take uh listen to, you know, I understand a lot of women try to surprise their guys with outfits. Most of us, and especially when it comes to shorts or pants, we appreciate it. We do, and honestly, to God, we really need to start telling you guys our sizes, because when that does happen, and why sometimes you guys ask, why didn't you wear what I got you? Well, we have a hard time fitting what you girls and women do get us men. And the thing is, we're grateful for it. And again, we need to tell you guys, really our sizes. And the problem is, with most of us, it's up here in the chest and shoulder area, because when we need room to really grow, so it doesn't feel tight, then most around our stomach area, and so we can have some room. And when it comes to pants, it would really be the waist area and near the crotch area. So we like room down there. We need room, in that in particular area. And because that's why we don't really wear the things that you girls and women do get us guys. Again, it's about room and space. And again, I know today's generation don't care about that. It's about how tightly fitted can we get it where we can't breathe. But yeah, like with that. Wow, I didn't believe how many damn shoelaces I got. Holy shit. But yeah, that's one lesson. What else in fashion? Hats. I never had a lot of hats, man. I just didn't. I didn't start really having hats until after I got out of my school years, when I could afford them. And I said, I want to be the one to get on the hat game. And I was. I don't have very many hats now, again, because a good majority of my hats do need to get fixed. And the reason for that, smoke damage with the black stuff from smoke are on them due to a fan fire that broke out like several years ago. And I don't have a big room like that. So I got to work with what I got, and, have to sacrifice some things in order to get some space for, for God knows what, you know, just to have some space. And I had a fan, next to my hat box, and well, one of there was nothing wrong with the fan, but something ended up becoming wrong with it because, well, the plug-in socket where the fan was plugged into was starting to go bad, and I started smelling smoke, and a bit of a fan fire broke out. So, in order for me not to get electrocuted, I had to make that sacrifice. I had to slam the whole table down on the floor, cut the fan wire, to make sure nothing else spreaded even happened, because I didn't want a fire really breaking out like that. So my hats on the top took a really hard hit from that fan fire, and one day I will eventually get them fixed. So yeah, um, if I were to go, to wrap this up, my three favorite outfits that I mainly adore. Two I don't wear anymore, because they were then. The first one, I had this hoodie and I still have it and it's packed away. I don't want nothing to happen to it. Is It's white. It came from a place called Pebbles, and then it changed to Goodies, and that's gone. And this is during the time of Art Echo, G Unit, South Pole, was a thing. And it was this white hoodie. It was full zip up, and it had like diamonds, dollar signs, rim designs on it. And everyone's like, "Where'd you get that hoodie?" It was the first actual name brand thing I actually had in my late mid-teen years. And the first thing I could really say that I bought, money that I saved up for, and I can't tell you how many times people try to get me for that fucking hoodie, and me have to throw these motherfucking hands, let them know you ain't getting this from me. And a lot of people liked it. Oh, I wore it, man. I loved it. And from there, I had the SpongeBob outfit, man. I still have the shirt. It's packed away because it did lose its shape over the years that I wore it and wore it out. Even the hat did get damaged by the fan fire, by the smoke damage. I eventually, do have to get fixed. Oh, and I loved it though, man. Like it was one of my favorite, my top favorite fits. And I guess there was somebody that was going around taking pictures for like a Facebook page, local fashion or something to do with fashion or some shit. I never could find the page, honestly. I wouldn't even know what to put in. It had something to do, where I'm at, in Columbia. Something to do with fashion or some shit. And I guess I made it on there several times, and the SpongeBob fit was everyone's top favorite vote. So there was that, and one of my favorite fits that I know I can still pull to this day, that I have the right size and room for, is my 80s Michael Jackson beat fit. Oh yeah. I even have the jacket. Love that jacket. My favorite jacket. It's the most expensive jacket I own in my closet. So there's that. One thing I was never really a fan of was socks, like the different color socks. I always grew up on white pairs of socks because it's more fashionable, it's more mannerable for, me. So I like that. Shoes, my favorite brand of shoes are always Felines. I love the hell out of Felines. I'm talking about the old Felines with the ankle straps, man. Oh, I love them to death, but sadly they don't make those no more, and yeah, so I actually have one pair that's packed away. So with that being said, man, that is really my years in fashion, and me most of the time we're matching up this whole bag of laces right here with a fits, that I would have. Killing it, man. And so yeah, wow. Brings back a lot for me, seeing those and making sure. So I hope you guys enjoyed the story time. And again, you guys are not going to see me post for a while on this channel, on my entertainment channel, before the reasons that I did explain before in the beginning of this video. And I'm out.